My name's Gdiz, and welcome to my first series in 7 Days to Die. I'm making I'm calling it the Rogue Edition. I'm doing a leather rogue agility build type challenge. So a lot of the skill points are going to be in the agility tree. We're going to be using leather armor and the three weapons that are part of that, which are knives, handguns, and bows, which to me fit pretty well with the rogue kit of World of Warcraft and basis of Dungeons and Dragons as well. We'll see that there's quite a bit that's kind of changed overnight. Sun is coming up, so it's almost the 4 o'clock chime. So when I was last in here, I hadn't gotten to this final room. In the process of me trying to break the window to hit the button to turn that on, all the mobs that were in here decided now was a good time. Oh, that's the one that's unlocked. I'm learning after the fact. Went through a few struggles, had some mobs that came up and got me up here. I have a broken leg, had to use a splint, so we're gonna take it a little bit easy. And also, fortunately, I had this set up so it'd make it easier for me to run across. But I had to pull one of those squares because they were pathing since it was nighttime. They were very fast, so I was trying to stay ahead of them in that sense. They also, through that process, they took out my panel, so actually I had to build a new one. And also I put on my headphones because in the small middle details, because when I was playing the last few days, I realized I was hearing stuff, but I couldn't get a good directional read. And I couldn't figure out why. And now, with the headset on, I was able to hear this fight that was going on. So he took out Wolf over there, so we're going to drop down and go harvest up the meat, kind of stay ahead of that. Okay, and now that that's done, we can go over goals. We're going to run over to the trader to turn that quest, get that taken care of, and then we're actually, this morning, we're also going to dart over to go get the better stuff out of the house and have that back over on top of the silo. Like the iron pickaxe to help me break down some of those metallic objects. And check and see if I had a wrench in there. Oh, wait. I just realized the trader's not even open yet. I still have an hour to go. So we're going to run over that way first. I just realized I'm running and hurting my leg more. So we're going to walk for those 8 minutes. I will say it is quite an impressive game in terms of, it's not the greatest in terms of like Call of Duty realism, I suppose, but in terms of how big the world is and how good it looks far away, the skybox itself, the uniqueness of the trees and that variety, it definitely gives it an actual real life feel to me at least. And shadowing is definitely a very good step. So I mean, I think it's pretty impressive for the quality of that it is. Sometimes the blood splatter could be a little bit cheesy, so some of these like smaller details could be a little bit cheesy, but in terms of their ability to build that world, pretty impressive. I do admire them for that. So, I don't think mobs should have spawned back in, but we're still going to take our time. Okay, so we're at least less than 5 minutes. And then one last check. I don't believe there was anything else. I thought I got it all. Pretty good run for that. Encumbered, but like I said, I still have to like take the next 3 minutes calmly anyways. So we're just going to start venturing back now that we have everything. Secure the door as I leave. Another zombie spawned in while we're in there. I realized how slow I'm walking with the amount of encumbrance I have. 17 with a broken leg. Make that 16. by dropping one down. But with all the health and everything else I put up, I have my full stamina, so as soon as that minute and a half passes by, we're going to be able to sprint the rest of the way in. I suppose if there was a wolf outside this base already, I shouldn't be hard charging and having no stamina when I get here, so kind of took a little bit of a breather to come up that hill to make sure I had enough stamina for fighting reasons and climbing up ladders reasons. Alright, great progress. We're still... I need one of those. I guess I can drink one of those. Keep that all up. I thought I pulled this last night. I did not. All I see is a little red flash on my mini-map on my compass. I keep on thinking that it's marking a bad guy. Can't be. I'm not in a quest. But we're going to remove it anyways, because if it keeps happening to me, like I shouldn't, let's just remove the problem, so. Alright. Much more speedier. Get through the day a lot quicker. Before 10 o'clock, so early 9 o'clock, so still feeling pretty good about that. So only like a battery might be the only other thing I might need to go back out there for, but that'll be taken care of once I get a bicycle. Let's see, the other thing I was going to comment on, I'm not sure if you noticed as well, still working on those details of the first series.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Pipe bomb. Learned recently they're good for the treasure maps. Instead of digging, you just blow up the sand around it. But the mod still interests me in terms of being able to put into a tier 6. Yeah, we're still going to do it that way. Alright. Those are all decently far away. That's still the closest one. Oh,
no matter what.
We'll head over to that pharmacy one. Keeps on one try to send us that direction anyways. Oh, I probably should have done the far one first. In case it takes me longer to get over and back. And then I could have maybe left the short one to just kind of blitz over and out really quick. Too late. Choices have been made. But now that I kind of have a home and I'm kind of feeling pretty comfortable about that, scavenging and everything else can start beginning in earnest now. Because I left the nails over there, I'll be able to get another storage container made. I probably should have been more concerned about that dog hut right there. But we are always on the lookout for more eggs. See, I'm already getting distracted from trying to get the quest done to get my bicycle. You can start picking up the chairs because I tend to use those for fuel for the fires and everything else instead of wood. So, we are going to spend our time. It's 10 o'clock, so decent amount of daylight still. That was definitely a surprise at that point to have them come right at me. I guess we're going to go gather that on the way around. All that just for one nest. And, okay, nope, there's another set of ladders. And I'm not sure if I liked how it kind of lagged there on the looting of the nest. There's a lot of good metal on this tower. Oh, it's a cell tower. Or I think that's probably what it was supposed to be designed to be. Just a moldy backpack. Alright. Now we know. But in terms of... Oh, the water from way up here actually looks decent. Like that pretty looks good. Ooh. I just realized a view of the land, right? So, silo, home. Oh, movie theater. That's a pretty good quest for later. That's the house. Can't remember what that one is, but I think that's a tier 3, tier 4. That's the tier 4 hotel. There's the store we're going to. Is that the backside? That's the backside of the box factory. That's a pretty fun base. I have set up a shop over there. Ooh, military tower. Okay. Small little... Oh. And I just made that into a base too. Alright, well, we've made our choice for now. And actually, I do need to kind of come up with a horde base plan, don't I? So I need to kind of think of it from that perspective. What is going to be a good horde base? We're going to... might want to come back up here and actually make that decision now, because it's already day 5, so best case, I got 2 days. I might have 3 days. I did put in a day leeway there. I was hoping it was going to go one earlier, one later, but I think based on the wording of the options, it only goes a day later, so 7 or 8. I was hoping it was going to, so it might be, I might find out tomorrow that it is a day around it, like a day forward or a day backwards, but we'll find out. Might be okay with using that one because I know there's a staircase and there's a lot of small entryways that I could kind of tie in and create choke points. That might be the base that we're going to go for. At least for the first 1 or 2. See how it goes. Spending too much time surveying and researching. I have a quest I need to go do. I need to get in, get out, move on. I'm torn because I did enjoy. That's actually my noon to hear the cicadas. Cool. See, so much stuff that still you can learn. That's my main playthrough, so I'm kind of torn on Brawler. Okay, we can just run by him. Ooh, passing gas, big station. A lot of gas to be held there. I'm not sure how many makes it a wandering horde. Oh, that little shop. Okay. This one usually has guys hitting here. Yep. That was a really late load-in though. And his head be gone. Okay. Mr. Man. Mr. Man, I don't want you on the outside while I'm doing this. Okay, good. You heard me. How did that miss? Not good, not good, not good. Say I can't be backing up into another zombie. That's not going to be good. I'm going to level up. We're going to go 15. That is my main weapon for now, at least for range. So, all right. Turn on the quest. Gonna creep in quietly. I can't remember where they are. So we're just going to grab a quick loot here. Sledgehammer book. Did that in a hurry because that's just my muscle memory. But to make iron sledgehammers, I learned it. I'm thinking maybe I'll make sledgehammers and sell those at that point. So that was that kind of goal and thinking. Be raining men. Hallelujah. We both swung and missed, so that's not a great... Let's see, does that mean there's another one that's going to be trying to fall? I don't know. Their song about raining women? It's not a good song to be had, though. Why are you guys all falling at this point? Oh, was I that loud? Another splint, which is good because I've already broke my leg twice in this series, so a little bit more clumsy apparently. Okay, what am I stuck on? Why? Oh, that was not good. Why was my system lagging so bad like that? That's probably not a good sign. Check the cart. I also realized I was encumbered, so let's go through, get some of this stuff out. We're going to drink our coffee now. Check the car. Sweet. Alright. I'm not sure. Okay, we are not going to eat that corn. Fortunately, it's corn seed, so we'll just be able to plant that. But that was, toilet corn is not, it's not the way to go. That is not the way to go for that, so. Okay, I can jump up on the dumpsters. Scrap you again. Now we're going to do comparison. Stats. More and more durability. Probably not my smartest choice to try to run into the room, that because backing out would have put me at a disadvantage, but since I kind of like do this. Give me leather. Leather. Ooh. I guess I'm kind of speed rushing this because I'm encumbered, but most of this is medical supplies at some point I will definitely be needing. Because if I'm not going to be able to put too many points into physician, I'm not going to be able to make a lot of these supplies until way late game. Okay, that was a brawler book. We'll look at that in a second, because I also realized let's pop this one out. The supplies are upstairs just to get away from the cramped space and sort that out. Upstairs in the sun, another book to read. Or did they already leave? Because I woke them up when I first walked in. Is that? I can't tell. That looks like... It looks like the danger zone already. I just blanked on what it's called. Using an axe to kill a bird is not the preferred method. Using an axe to kill a bad guy, not the preferred method. Alright. Not the best decision choices there to be had, but it worked out. Did use a bandage in the middle of that because for this playthrough, for this series, and also just in general, I've learned I keep on holding on to things when they're designed to be used. Oh. That'd be an interesting building, because I think that one's got a lot of, like, pathways as well. Okay, pick all that up. Go back through. Let's read some of these books. More damage with fist, leather, iron, and spiked knuckle weapons. Absolutely. Since that's what we're mainly using now. Killer Instinct, gain 5% damage with each kill, up to 15. Okay, so kind of a good grouping to kind of keep that going. Buzzing beer no longer blurs your vision. Your buzz lasts twice as long. So, never used beer in my original playthrough because I wasn't much of a melee person at that point. But that's definitely going to be worth something. needing to probably rely on some of the melee stuff more than anything. So, because that's still, I have a knife, I have my gun, and I have that. Anyways, we're just gonna scrap those all. The recog range damage, which would be nice later game. And I'm probably going to be having more handguns, trying to use handguns and bows at that point. More of that, and that's the other comparison we get to do. We're just going to use it because I can't craft it anything or else it'll give me a recipe thing. So we're just going to use it because I'm hungry. No reason to get it back to the base for me to just cook other things and not need it. Scrap that can now. 3 and 4. 6, 4, 7. Okay, so same stamina, but we're definitely gaining power and we're gaining durability. Modify, take both of you out. Modify, put you right back in. Complete. You now get to go there. You now get to get scrapped. Blood bags. So a pretty good haul. I did see I got an old sham sandwich, but now I'm not so desperate. I have food to cook back at the house. Feeling good about this haul. I even got some more doubloons. What do I need to do on the way back there? I really want to just jump off, but I think this is too high. We are going to land on that. Nope, didn't land on that. I tried. Iron and clay. Oh, it's the backside of that building. We are not, because that's all offices. There is some roofing and there's some pathing. And it's actually a pretty big square, so if I don't get it right, they could sneak through and bash in some walls that I'm not going to see. So that might not be the best choice. See, that one would be good. Because there's one set of pathway. Like, right, if I stay up there, can get the vultures. Zombie vultures? Zoltures? And then the staircase, so it's a limited pathway. But once I'm up there, there's not going to be a lot I can want to run away from. Because I'm also hoping that cops aren't going to show up this early in the game cycle. I just woke up everybody in this building. So stairs, platform. So maybe this, because they can't get me in this corner. So I can wall this up, wall that up, keep a cop safe. There's a stairway there, so I mean maybe I could drop down to here. If that's the platform we want to go with. I mean, it is kind of a half-destroyed building, so it's. I don't know how this would be a quest POI. I was gonna say, is that a feral already? Nope, he is just angry at me. So stairs, and then how would they get up over there? I think we will use this one. Because worst case, I could also... Not worst case, yeah. I think we just found our new horde base for the first view, except it is going to be a far run to get there and back. I'm going to harvest the corn now that I have storage and I know where I'm going. I do like that this cornfield uses a regular dummy mannequin as their scarecrow. Kind of creepy. Reminds me of iRobot a little bit. I guess I realize I've never defined POI, assuming everybody understands point of interest. That's what they use that term for in this game, is a point of interest, so a POI. That's that quest. That's a tier 3 quest. Has the garage. I don't know why I checked that when it probably said untracked or whatever. Like it said what it needed to say at the start of it. A little careless with trader doors. Just run in, leave the door wide open, not even concerned about it.
You need assistance? Thank you, survivor.
Spear
My
Hunter.
family
I'm
and
not going
I
to take
are in
Spear
your debt.
Hunter.
Here is your reward.
Don't see me using that. I think the ammo is going to be more relevant, at least to make sure we're good. Do you have any jobs? They're so far away. I'm not going to run over there to get them done tonight. 6 o'clock. I'd only have 4 hours to run. And that's also a clear zombies. I'd have to clear them all.
I'm in a bit of a quandary.
Cabin.
Can you help me?
The reason I'm going to accept that is just so I can see it on the map. Actually, are going to keep that quest. We're also going to do this. Weighted head mod, wood splitter. I don't need that now because I have a wood splitter mod. Weighted head. What does it do? I might come back and buy that because, like I said, I think I've already used as much as I could.
You have a great day now.
In cooking. I guess I should explain the reason I kind of, last time, if you were watching last episode, I did put a point to cooking, just kind of move that forward. And I've kind of in that moment went, I have a point in perception. The game already gave it to me as much as I want to try to create, whether I wanted the 5-0 split, and it could have made it more challenging, but at the same point, my first playthrough, I still like to feel successful. To put that big of a restriction on it for me to begin with, like, yeah, I wouldn't want to die from hunger because I had 3 points to spend and I couldn't make boiled meat or whatever. So it's, I mean, base thing. So I think I'm okay with. I'm not going to put points into the other weapons. Those ones I definitely know I'm not going to allow that change. But some of the other skills, I think we're going to be a little bit more like the Lucky Looter, Treasure Hunter, ones that are more the breadth of the game, like Advanced Engineering. See, because even Physician, I have to spend extra points in Intellect. And then, I mean, those ones I don't use as much, Survival Perks. And then, so I still might at least try to get a point of Sex Rex, which is, reading the current notes, is so important to the game. They've made this part of every one of these things, so now you don't have to go into Fortitude anyway, so it's kind of one of those trade-offs. So there's not too many other things otherwise, like Miner and Mother Lode. I don't know when I'll necessarily need to start farming that much. So I'm kind of okay with, I was okay with me just using a point to get some learning in me. Let's see. I realized I was kind of gabbing when I could have been doing this. I just want to cook 3 waters really quick. I was going to try to run down and turn that on at 10 o'clock. Maybe be a little crazy that way. Maybe not, because like I said, it's first series. I'd hate to die at that point. On my first weekend, didn't even make it to a blood moon. That's not going to be a great feeling. But that was the goal. Is why I kind of dilly-dallied there and talked and gave a speech at the top of the stairs. Turn you off. Don't forget to take the water. Now that I have water, I'm actually going to eat you too to kind of make sure my health stays up decently. How far is it from here? Oh, it's still 500 meters away from here. So 8 o'clock. Let's go harvest the corn that's out in that field right now. So we'll stay around the base. Oh, great. And I'm already out of stamina. Oh, that base. Interesting. Okay, nope. We are going back the other way. I'm not sure where he spawned in from or why I didn't see him sooner. That was not a great feeling. So, what are we farming? Grab cotton plants for now. So the crawler kept coming, but fortunately the dog decided to stay behind. Okay. And one of these days, we'll get a toilet pistol. Grab you for our fire. Coffee grounds. There's a coffee pot, cooking pot. That is definitely like not just a 7 days to die thing, the pantheon of gods of the game. I mean, it's happened in a lot of other games that I've played as well. As soon as you don't need the thing, you start getting a lot more of them. So I don't need a cooking pot now because I can make my own, and then one shows up. Like that's just how it is. But you could spend a week looking for something. But the pantheon gods, pantheon of gods, stuck it to me a little bit early. But let's see, do I want to venture down here? Oh. Nope. We're going to leave him be, because that was a really tight spot to have to try to run around. While we're down here, just because from my own plate centered. Nope, not plate centered. Plate. Advanced. To make sure that I can jump, because sometimes I've noticed, like, when you jump, you'll catch your nose on the first rung, so. And now, just because I realized how tall that actually is, we're actually going to drop this first block right here. So hopefully that means that's going to help the zombies from not being able to get into it. Because typically if I'm going to be running at this, I'm going to be running and jumping anyways. So I'm not as concerned about that. So just realized it is almost 10 o'clock. So, same thing here. Just start climbing, 10 o'clock. And, oh, the dog has slowly been making his way towards us tonight. There's the poor rabbit still bouncing around. Don't see anybody out there, so that's good. And continue. Maintenance chair stays with me. Oh, okay. So I now have animal fat. So candle. Plant fibers. Have I thrown away all my plant fibers? I believe I have. I did not. Better. Versus torch. Craft one of you. We'll then make the other two candle. First torch. Can we put it right there? Okay. And then candles. Okay. Now, this question is this. Let's go grab the land claim block. So when you're looking at it, gives you the white square. I guess it doesn't go that much higher than me, so I guess me putting underneath the walkway wouldn't be so bad, because it goes down quite a bit. Like you can see the bottom of that goes through the ground. The top of it is almost where I'm at. And he fell to his death. Perfect. It's dark out here. Okay, much more lit in here. Go check on the trapdoor. Because last time they took it out and I didn't even hear them bang on anything. Also, with that other bad guy means I also have more clearing out to do in this now that I have the land claim block set. This will also help me on my mapping. Where did I wind up putting that? Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. We're cooking away some of our food, kind of end the night with it. So, with that, we're going to call that a day. We're going to be able to do that other quest tomorrow. We got through a quest. We kind of restabilized this, got my land claim block up. Found a few different ideas to set up for a horde base, which we'll run a quest and probably spend some time starting to prep that building, whichever one it is, cleared out of the bad guys today or tomorrow, and make sure we're going to be ready for day 7 horde in case it does come up. So thank you guys for watching. If you learned anything today or I made you smile, please give the video a like. You can follow me on Twitter. The handle is @GDizGaming. And remember, choose the positive path in game and in life.